Hello, welcome to the Daily Political Tarot Readings here on the Black and Orange channel. Thank you so much for being here. Really appreciate it. I am here every single day of the year at 12 o'clock, Chicago time, Central Time in the US, and I take 12 of your political questions. I don't do personal readings and privately or here. So just political stuff, just here. And 10% of all income that comes in the channel goes to feedingamerica.org, which supplies food to food banks across the country. That's an ongoing thing ever since the channel was first monetized. When I'm done here, I go down into the description box. I type out all the questions from today and I timestamp them so you can just go down in the description box and just, if you're watching this on replay, hello, you can just go down and you can click on what you're interested in and go straight to what you're interested in. Okay. But at the beginning, I chit-chat with everyone and I get your questions. I take questions from the chat in all caps. Anything in all caps, that's how you communicate with me. And other than that, please just type normally because people are really supportive of each other. I've also started doing something new. I found a little control in the setup for these videos, these live streams, so that you can only chat now or add something to the chat if you have been a subscriber for at least 10 minutes. So I'm hoping that will cut down on the troll situation. We shall see. But that is the hope. Okay, so for that'll make things even nicer. So, but our troll slayers are amazing and have kept us safe. Thank you. Okay, so I've got 5 questions already from the chat. I've copied them down into the description box as is. Hello, Vicky. Hello, Barbara. Oh, you like the blues today? Oh, I'm glad. You did kind of the blue-yellow to match the overlay. Anyway. Oh, thank you, Dave. Thank you. All right, so the first question I have, Kristen from Uncover the News is here. I saw something about you not feeling well. I do hope you feel better. You add so much, bringing your great headlines and what have you, and thank you for that. Excuse me. Also, I completely forgot my protein shake, but that doesn't matter. No, regular viewers know I'm usually having a protein shake, but no, I wanted to make sure I got on here as soon as possible. So here we are. Lucky Girl is here. Speaking of people who need appreciation, Lucky Girl is the queen. She is amazing. And thank you. Okay. Oh, migraine hell. Oh, I'm sorry. I hope you feel better. Divine Spirit, pour positive energy down on all who are hurting today. Help everyone. Positive energy. Okay. All right. And Teresa, grab your lunch shake. We'll wait. Well, I appreciate that. Thank you. Susan says, I heard the astrology is supposed to be intense next week. Can we expect anything? Let me do some research on that so I can give a more fulsome answer tomorrow. Astrology coming up is intense. I will look that up. Okay, because I haven't been following the astrology side of things that closely recently, but I will happily go and look. All right, so the first I can take a drink here. The first thing is Biden calls on Congress to pass voting rights bills on the anniversary of John Lewis's death. Let's have a look at, will that happen? Okay. Secondly, Senator Lindsey Graham has threatened to flee Washington, D.C. to prevent the Democrats from passing the infrastructure bill. Bye. Is that going to happen? What effect will that do? I'm sure they'll just be shocked, I tell you, and they won't know what to do with themselves. Number 3, China is reporting the first human death from the monkey bee virus. I've also heard it called the monkeypox. So I was going to have a look at see how that's going to go or spread or not or what. I really don't know much about it, but we'll have a look. Number 4, Linda was asking, did Sniffy Jr. buy his $9.7 million mansion in the Trump org name? Do you see him losing it? And Kimberly walking away from him when he has no money. Well, she's there for the party. I mean, I don't think you need me to tell you that, but and Teresa's asking, since both Congress and the Senate swear an oath to uphold the Constitution, will there ever be a law that prohibits them from writing bills that are unconstitutional? We could get into some interesting discussions about that. So I've got that down as number 5. And we could get into, okay, make sure that's muted. All right, and where was I? Okay, so I got that, and then Kelpie's asking, will Sniffy Jr. reveal his dealer? Will he get into rehab before worse happens to him? Oh, we'll definitely, let's add that in right after the other Sniffy question. Let's make that number 5. We'll make this number 6. And we read on the nicest people, don't we? Okay. Oh, okay. You guys are so great, and you're so sweet. Okay, sorry. Thank you, Susan. Pollywand is saying, will there be a new social technology that makes the internet obsolete? Ooh. I like it. Let's ask. Okay, got that. Thank you, Pollywanda. Then that's it. That's all I'm seeing. Okay, I've got 7 questions. Okay. But I do want to have monkey bee virus. Just have a quick look. Trying to report the first human death from the monkey bee virus. All you need to know. Oh, it's not pretty. It's not invisible. It's extremely rare. If you don't get treat. Oh no, that's something different. I just need to have a quick look. And it was originally isolated in 1932. It's generally transmitted via direct contact and exchange of bodily stuff. And initial symptoms usually develop 1 to 3 weeks after exposure. So, okay, we'll have to look. Pamela, I don't have any, I don't talk to Linda G. I'd love to, but she's very busy. I don't know what's going on with her family, I'm afraid. I hope they're well. I was definitely been praying for them. But, yeah, we're not. She's very difficult to get hold of. And I have to tell you, when I read with her once. She came on this channel when Sheila was here. On the other side, she has this massive spiritual entourage. I've never seen anything like it. It was like, wow. And of course, I was reading with Sheila as well. So Sheila, that's kind of like what I do. Is, we have our little group of guides, and we're just kind of doing our thing. Linda G came through, and then when she left, it was like all of these guides and people and ancestors, and there was a statue of a Native American girl, and there was like all of this stuff, and when she, as soon as like she left, and as she went on with her day, it was like it just kind of drifted past. It's like I've never seen anything like it. It was amazing. But oof, she's got quite a she's got quite a, well, not only does she have quite a gift, but she is burdened with glorious purpose in a nice way. So anyway, all right, what else am I missing? Am I missing anything else here? Okay, so we got that. Anything else? Shirley saying, will Biden continue to call out the Republicans? Well, yeah. I don't know that that's really surprising. So, Tia, will there ever be a successful naturopathic treatment for COVID? I'm not. I don't. I worry about giving medical advice potentially. Whimsy, the Oracle of Whimsy. That is the channel you want to go to. That is her wheelhouse. She has immense training. She has got medical questions, especially natural remedies for medical stuff. Oracle of Whimsy. She has got it down. And Kristen wants to know if we can read on Jeff Bezos' flight on Tuesday. Okay. All right, let's see here. Copy. Paste. Well, in theory, I've got space for 4 more questions, but I can start reading. Linda's saying, I read today that a woman in Atlanta has the monkey virus after she came back from Africa. Yeah, well, we're definitely reading on that. Nessie saying, will Trump and the ones close to him be charged with treason? You got my attention with the pumpkins. I love the pumpkins. You know me. Black and orange. Ta-da! I'm kind of distracted by the pumpkins. Okay, be charged with treason? Not, I wouldn't imagine, because treason has a very, let's put in charge with treason or something like that. Let's do that, because the actual definition of treason, it's more complicated. You have to be wartime, and it has to blah, 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 blah. So, okay. CC Ryder has a question. How are the forensic accountants feeling about their findings as they piece together Trump's taxes? Hey, we have not looked at that. Our new American heroes. Okay. Absolutely, we can look at that. Got it. That'll be number 9. 10. We have 12. Okay, so I have space for 2 more. S. Barb, are Dems going to pass any legislation soon? I feel like we're all stuck in a room of stagnant air. Well, I am reading on if they're going, Biden is pushing them to pass voter legislation, protecting voter rights on John Lewis's birthday, was it? I'd have to scroll up. So is there something in particular you have in mind other than that? So let me know, S. Barb. Let me know. CC Ryder, I've got your question. Holly Wanda, if less humans promote the health of the ecosystem, how to proceed? Oh boy. More birth control or what have you. Wow. All right. We're going controversial today. Polywanda has a question, and we're going to look at it. Basically, how are we going to handle human overpopulation? And I am so glad to hear that the 11th Circuit Court in Florida has ruled against DeSantis and have restored the CDC rules on cruise ships. Thank you. Yes, I saw that earlier. Thank you for bringing it up, Kristen. Thank you. Okay, and is that a Sharpie gel pen? That is... Hi. Yes, it is. These are my favorite pens right now. Just a plain old black gel pen, but it's made by Sharpie, and it dries quickly. It's lovely. And thank you, Lanat. You're so great. Polywanda, did Trump fix anything? Let's have, we can ask. We can ask, and that will be, okay, I've got my 12 questions for today then. All right. And I have a kitty. Hello, kitty. How you doing? All right, here we go. No worries, no worries. We'll make it work. He's trying to decide if he wants to jump up here or not. Okay, so we're going to start up here at Biden. And I need my cards. Hello, sweetness. Hello, cute one. You should just lie down. Yes, you should. You should just lie down. Do, 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 do. Okay, so M. Kelpie, I think 45 did make animal cruelty a felony. I sort of kind of remember something about that. Oh, Kathy Anderson. Hello, everyone. At Petco, my overlord wants canned food. Oh. By the way, Kathy Anderson, I have not replied yet to your messages. I'm so sorry. I'm so far behind on messages for everybody. I love your messages, and I don't want anyone to think that I don't. I get anxiety sometimes. Hi. And it makes it hard for me to reach out. So sometimes I'll stop reading comments and stuff because I feel overwhelmed. Hi. But I do get back to them. It just takes me time. Hi there. How are you? You doing okay? You're a good kitty. You could just hang out there. I'll even get out a little Post-it note. Yes, I will. I'll get out a Post-it note so I can write things down. And I will not disturb the kitty. I will not disturb the kid. That's just a piece of paper. So we're starting at number 1 and Biden. Yes. 1. Biden. Voting. Rights. Okay. We're starting at... Ooh, I don't know what time it is. I don't know how far we are in. If I saying mommy needs to do her job, boo-boos and kitty. Bailey boo-boos and kitty, you should take a nap, sweetness. Oh, you're a good boy. Yes, you are. Okay. Okay, so at... $20. Okay. Hello, dear. Okay, so I will... Oh, bless. Thank you, lucky girl. Virtual hugs are always welcome. Stephanie, not treason, maybe sedition. Yeah. Kyle is asking, have voters already moved on from the insurrection? I read on that yesterday, day before. Have voters, oh yes, yesterday at 1 hour, 4 minutes and 30 seconds. So. Okay. So, Biden is asking Congress to vote on, what is this? Biden calls on Congress to pass a voting rights bill on the anniversary of John Lewis's death. Okay, are they going to pass the voting rights bill? Congress. You really are my little friend. Hey, hey. Thank you. Okay, you're tired. You're tired and you're not staying there, sweetness. You lay down. Wolf. Lie down. There you go. Okay. He's giving his first styling tips right now. Yes, he was. All right, are they going to pass the voting rights? Hi. It's a matter of time. They may not get to it. Hi. They may not get to it soon, but they will get to it. You're not going to like this. Tower. Yeah, Republicans are trying to pull down the voting rights. Two of Pentacles. Here. There's a nice clean blankie over here for you. Yes, there is. There's a nice clean blankie for the kitty. Oh, look at that. Look at that. That's nice. That's nice. Okay. Well, that's not bad, but that's not good enough. All right. Let's try again. We'll try 23. Vote on voting rights. All right. So, no, we're not doing this. No. Oh, I'm getting the ears back. I mean, we're not doing this. Okay, so basically, I'm starting from the top here. Biden has called on Congress to pass a voting rights bill on the anniversary of John Lewis's death. So, what I got for the reading is I got the Wheel of Fortune. So if they don't pass it then, perhaps soon, hopefully. Okay. For the reading, it started with the Tower. Then I got the Two of Pentacles. Got the Hermit in the middle. I got the Death card. And I've got the Lovers. Good trouble. I don't have voting here. I don't have voting. I don't have legislation here. I have protests. I have insurrection and the neo-fascism out in the States to stop voting rights. And looking carefully and trying to talk to people. But when is John Lewis's birthday? Anyone know right offhand? Exactly, Teresa, Kitty. Any more information? Because we really need voting rights to pass. Voting rights, voting rights, voting rights. Refusal. Republicans and maybe even some moderate let's call them uber moderate Democrats like Manchin and Sinema saying no, oh no. Strength, 6 of Swords, 7 of Wands. Do something or neo-fascism continues. But America's strong and we don't want this. And people will go out to vote if it comes to it. If they don't do anything about, oh, thank you, lucky girl, February 21st. Oh, anniversary of his death. Okay, I was going to say his birthday being in February, that would not help. And S. Barb as well, thank you. If they don't pass voting rights, what's going to happen is people are going to go out and vote in droves. Droves. But it's going to make this a longer, harder fight. I'm still getting refusal. B. Smith is saying the anniversary of John Lewis's death is the 17th. 17th of like yesterday? Yes, I agree, Lynette. This is so frustrating. I'm totally with you on that. Good grief. Well, so any idea on the vote on the voting rights, certainly on the anniversary of his death, I'm not getting anything good on that. Yesterday was the anniversary. Well, so that didn't work. Yeah. Dave saying my Manchin joke is not PG enough for this channel. You wouldn't believe how much I edit myself, but sometimes I miss and apologize. Yes, you do apologize. I'm not saying, oh, I'm going to say it. They've got to replace Schumer. I don't know that Schumer's the problem, but something's got to give. Voting rights. I'm just getting Republicans. They don't have quite enough Democratic votes to make this set. Republicans walking away. I've got disappointed Democrats. I've got people on the far right. They've cast their stuff out and they're getting paid for it. And then state by state doing more of this neo-fascist garbage. And let's just call it what it is. I've started calling that's this extreme, this Trumpism. That's what this is. It's neo-fascism. Stop people's voting rights, Handmaid's Tale, all of that. It's all neo-fascism. That's really distressing. So that's where we started today. Yikes. But this should be more amusing. At least there might maybe 28:30. There might be more amusement in this. Because Senator Lindsey Graham has threatened to flee Washington, D.C. to prevent Democrats from passing the infrastructure bill. Bye. So, is that going to happen? Is that going to make all the difference that one Republican isn't going to be around? Really? Lindsey Rancid Mitten Julep. Wow. So, Lindsey. What a load of bunk. What a load of bunk. Vegas is saying, does he promise? Pamela says, if Lindsey takes enough Republicans with him, we can pass it. Well, thank you, Marby. Thank you. Oh, gonna leave to take my ability to vote, and I'm going to go. Uh-huh. Five of Cups. Nine of Cups. The Sun. The Empress. Two of Cups. We're already fighting. The Democrats they've already got their own stuff that they're fighting with and trying to get infrastructure worked out. They have plenty of votes. This is America, and this is Democrats working together to try to fix the infrastructure of America, to fix her bones. If Lindsey wants to go sun himself on a Carolina beach, go right ahead. It's a whole lot of What is a quorum in the Senate? Does anybody know? How many people do you have to have there? Marcy is pointing out we need a quorum to vote, so hopefully they don't all leave. Yes, but how many people do we need for a quorum? Does anybody know? I don't, actually. Okay, next we are moving on to, the monkey bee virus. Yuck. 3230. Well, it's not like we don't have things in place to handle a pandemic. Barbara Cole saying a quorum is 51. Grandma Rose is saying if it's 2/3, that would be 67. Oh, at least 51. So it is 51. Bye, Lindsey. Bye-bye. Go. Take McConnell with you. Bye-bye. Oof. All right, the monkey bee virus. We're going to have another type of pandemic on our hands. Vicky K is saying Senate.gov says 51. Okay, thank you. Okay, 6 of Wands. Oh, the success of Trump saying people shouldn't be vaccinated and people should question the CDC. It's, yeah, great. New illness. 6 of Cups. 4 of Wands. Temperance. Knight of Wands. 7 of Wands. I've got Temperance right in the middle. I've got healthcare here. I've got Trump and his minions not wanting to get vaccines, but I've got Temperance here. And then this is just more, this is just the neo-fascists. Just, they end up on the defensive, but they find something else to talk about. But healthcare, and I've got, the main thing is I've got Temperance right in the middle. But there's an awful lot of that neo-fascist energy here that they try to make something of this. I don't know how they're going to spin this around, but Hey, Kevin. Oh, nay, 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 nay. There's a lot of neo-fascists in it, but I've got, this is all minor arcana. It's the temperance in the middle that's saying, eh. And it's harder to spread things when fluids need to be involved in some way, or direct contact needs to be involved. And there are a lot of people still wearing gloves and masks and disinfecting their hands, and so I don't think we're looking at another pandemic or anything like that. Just be sensible. We'll get through it. That's what it looks like. But the right will blah 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 blah. Surprise. Okay. Moving on to the next question. Oh, Sniffy Jr. 2 questions about Sniffy. Oh, Sniffy. 36. So the first question is Junior's $9.7 million mansion. Basically, is that going to get caught up in this Trump org, as in, did he basically charge it to the company or have the company buy it, or who knows what else? Is it whether, or even did he have the company, like in the same way with what? I mean, Weisselberg, he got a lot of physical stuff, big screen TVs, furniture, couches, cars, and oh yeah, and I'm getting that very much with Junior as well. Oh yeah. But this $9.7 million mansion. Oh wow. Okay, his energy is awful. Folks, don't do drugs. Just in general. Just a general rule. Ugh. Yuck. Another one who needs to just go strap himself to a therapist's couch. Maybe he could get himself into some kind of order. But let's have, look at the mansion. Oh, thank you, Arsian. Ace of Cups. Lots of emotion. Hierophant. Institution. Temperance. 9 of Swords. 3 of Swords. 6 of Swords. I don't know about the house, but all kinds of other stuff. He's also burned through huge amounts of money. Vast amounts of money. And this is right in the center, fear of going to prison, legal swords metaphorically biting. And this is having to go to another state to go to court, or can be going up the river to prison. I don't know about the house. I've got a temperance card here. But, oh, he's got big problems. Did perhaps the company co-sign on the loan or something like that? Dave, I agree with you. The history of negotiating with fascists is not good. Neville Chamberlain comes to mind. They see conciliation as weakness. There's no dealing with that. I agree. Did he get Trump org to co-sign on the loan or the house loan or whatever? Did he? It's like, excuse you? Queen of Cups. That's a card for Ivanka. I wonder what that is. Chamberlain, thank you. Pamela just said, oh, I see. I was talking about it earlier because I just looked up and people are talking about Neville Chamberlain, and then suddenly it's just Pamela saying Japan is a parliamentarian democracy. Cool. Well, I love learning just random stuff like that anyway, but that's cool. That was part of another conversation. High Priestess. Page of Swords. 9 of... Oh, okay, what I'm getting... Now, I don't know why Ivanka's here. Something about this question is right there. Maybe they did... Maybe the company co-signed on loans for her. I don't know. But this is secrets. This is Trump bullying and Trump way of doing. I don't care if it's illegal. This is how it's done. This is how I'm going to do it. The numbers need to be this way. And this feels, not only is this a card of the merchant, but this feels like actually a whole bunch of stuff that Junior got in secret. And Ivanka's energy is right there, and it is so strong. These people are in so much trouble. I don't understand why they're still walking around. Three of Cups. 10 of Wands. Page of Pentacles. Tower. Paperwork. The second set of books. There's all kind of paperwork about where the money went. And Trump org, metaphorically, not literally. Okay. So 4230 will be Junior's. Will he reveal his deal, or will he get into rehab before something worse happens to him? Rehab before something worse. Dealer revealed. Okay. Oh, now we're getting deep into the worst living through chemistry. Man. See, Torino, loans are a way to take money out of a company. You are right. Thank you. Oh, he's a mess. He's a mess. He's a mess. He's a mess. He's angry a lot. He snaps at people a lot. He and Gargoyle fight a lot. She likes it. Gary, I agree. You, me, or anyone in this chat would have been in jail a long time ago. Yep. So, Junior, what was that song? They tried to make me go to rehab, and I said no, no, no. Trump's base of power. 4 of Wands. It's getting hot in here. Or is it just you? That Amy Winehouse. Yep, that was it. Thank you. Strength. Page of Wands. 4 of Swords. 3 of Pentacles. There's nothing here about healthcare. Strong. No, I've got this great constitution, but this is sending messages. These are again wands. This is just work harder to make more money, to be able to party more. in the center. This is law enforcement just not there. All this stuff is going on. These people are just wandering around. Wow. I picked up a long time ago. I don't know if it's still true, but I picked up a long time ago that Junior is likely to have to go through withdrawal in a cell. Entertainment only. What do I know? What about Junior's dealer? You know, for cards. Dealing cards, you know. Julie, I'll answer that in just a second. Knight of Wands. Oh, Trump going out and fighting for dad. Enforcement still doing nothing. Waiting for the dealer. Trying to make more money. No, nope. Just same cards, same energy, same, you name it. Okay, Julie's asking, do you see the drugs in the person's aura? How does that work? There is the first thing that hits me is because I before I do the readings, it's like I'm opening gates. I feel like I'm opening gates in my auras, in my chakras rather, in front of my chakras to try to open myself up to the energy. And the first thing that hits me, because I'm sending my energy out, but also feeling is I will often get like a face full or a head full of static, of like walking into thick cobwebs. This just a horrible, energy. And then when I'm trying to read on them, there's a chemical feeling. There's a and also just a meanness that comes up quite often. Because people who do that sort of thing, you know, they're not fun to be around. Addicted people are not fun to be around. So, so here we are. All right. I don't have much sympathy for this guy. He's done this to himself. So. Where are we? Okay, so at Maria, I'll look into the astrology. I'll talk about it tomorrow. Thank you. Okay, so 4830. Hang on, no, law. Okay. The question was, since both Congress and the Senate swear an oath to uphold the Constitution, will there ever be a law that prohibits them from writing bills that are unconstitutional? Let me just change that and hit save. Well, let me just see what the cards have to say. CC Ryder saying, oh, please let there be law enforcement secretly tracking Junior's movements and documenting his drug habit and connections. Entertainment only. But oh, Phi is saying, I'm getting the strange feeling nothing is going to happen to any of them, and the grift will continue on and on. Oh, no, not putting my heart on anything truly being done. I have definitely picked up on stuff coming. It's so frustrating. It's taking so long. So we'll do it at 50. Will there ever be a law that prohibits Congress from passing bills that are unconstitutional. Well, no worries. Let's see what the cards say. Okay, 8 of Cups. Some people walking away, but there's a gap here. Okay. Three of Swords, 6 of Swords, Magician, 6 of Pentacles, 9 of Pentacles. If this was at the end, I'd say there's a chance, but the reality is people in Congress standing up and doing exactly, Marilyn, the constitutionality of something has to be challenged in court. I think that's what this is saying too. Now, based on lobbying and what little conscience politicians have in general, that's not bashing every single. It's just, I read on politicians every day. Not the greatest energy in the world. They end up sitting pretty for donations and for fundraising, and they pass laws and send people to jail, but stand up and base a lot of their decisions on the money they make. It's very cynical. It's a very cynical way of looking at things, but it's what it has to be challenged in court. They're not saying maybe an amendment forbidding laws violating people's civil rights. Again, it would have to be challenged in court. So, yeah, I don't think it's going to be that easy. But, all right. Let's move on to Jeff Bezos, 53. Jeff Bezos. Flight. Next week. Bezos flight next week. All right, Bezos. Billionaires in space. Yeah, I don't know, take children in rural Appalachia who are literally starving to death and do something about that. Oh, no. Get your own rear end in space. Oh, did you guys hear the supposed controversy because the beginning of the video with Branson showed him cycling to work or cycling to the building and by himself, and then arriving and being hugged by the people going up with him. It was like, you've got to be, what is this self-indulgent, egotistical claptrap? Linda G has a daughter and grandson with active COVID. She's asked for prayers for them both. Yes, I was praying yesterday, and I'm praying every day. So hang in there. I hope they're okay. Continue to pray for them. Empress. Okay. Five of Pentacles. Those with money are inside in the warm. Meanwhile, how many people are starving on the streets. Knight of Cups. Six of Cups. Six of Wands. King of Swords. I'm not getting catastrophe. I don't have any cards here that say catastrophe. Moving forward, look how high I am. I make that reference to Paula Poundstone. She had a joke, and I don't know why I always quote it, but she was talking about how she has a water spritz bottle that she uses against her cats when they're doing things they shouldn't be doing. The problem is it's such a distance away that sometimes they're like, and they run to her for protection. But anyway, she was in her bedroom one day, and she goes into her bedroom, and one of the cats had their claws out, was hanging from the drapes pretty high up. And she said he turned and looked at me like, look how high I am. And I don't know why I say, look how high I am. Anyway, look how high I am. Yeah, good for you. Great, fab. Has your ego been stroked enough yet? That's how much I care about this. That's what I think about this. Okay, moving on. I don't have a lot of money. I don't. I live in part of a house, very little space. I do not have a lot of money. I still give 10% of income that comes into this channel to Feeding America. These robber barons who make billions upon billions upon billions of dollars, and then they're like, oh gosh, I guess I've got all this money, I could start giving it away and having people tell me how great I am for being such a humanitarian. It's like, yeah, Carnegie did that, and all those robber barons back in the day did that. It's like, that's wonderful that what you're trying to buy your way into heaven now. Please. Anyway, Polly wanted to sing "It's So Stupid to Pick Up a Penny." Yeah. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Pamela. Thank you. All right. Oh, there it is. What is next? Okay, Nessie wanted to know, we're at 59. Will Trump and the ones close to him be charged with treason or something like that? Trump and ilk charged with treason or similar. Because I know treason is very specific. Thank you, C. Torino. Thank you. Linda, I don't think having money means you're a bad person either. I think when you have billions upon billions upon billions and you're spending money on putting a Model T into space with a empty spacesuit while the radio's playing David Bowie. Please. Anyway. Oh, thank you, Pamela. Okay, I need to get on it. Oh, do. So at 1:00:30, will theft card. Will Trump and his ilk be charged with treason or something similar? Sedition. Ilk be charged with treason. Temperance. That's not really the card I want to see here, but sure. Okay. Ace of Cups. 2 of Wands. 6 of Swords. 6 of Wands. Hierophant. What this is telling me is there's a possibility of someone getting into some serious trouble and going up the river. Stirring up people's emotions with this communication of it's all been stolen and rigged and blah, 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 blah. Trying to create victory for the neo-fascism, this power of the state. Tell us more about this, because I've got a temperance card for the reading. So it's not everything we want it to be, but oh, Google Peace. I love that. Temper those around him. Will they be charged with treason, sedition? Why haven't they done something about him in Washington, D.C.? We'll have to look at that. You started it. You wound it up. Six of Pentacles, 9 of Pentacles, 3 of Wands, Queen of Pentacles, Page of Swords. Trump the bully. I'm not getting. Hello, dear. Are you back? You're back. And you're front. How you doing? Yeah. You could use some positive energy. Yes, we both could use. But you should be asleep. You get grumpy when you don't sleep. We all get grumpy when we don't sleep. But you'll get grumpy. I love you very much. Yes, I do. You're very precious. Thank you for the positive energy. I need it right now. Okay. All right. We are down to... That's things. You need to be sleeping. You need to be sleeping, dear. If I done there, that's fine. You're a good boy. All right, so at 1:05, how are forensic accountants feeling about their findings as they piece together Trump's financial stuff? Forensic. Feeling. Okay. Hello, sweetheart. All right. So how are the forensic accountants feeling about putting Trump's financial information together? Overall, it's historic. Oh, I know, Jane, but I really like the standing desk. And I sit down sometimes. So I'm shuffling, just talking as I'm shuffling. Hello, dear. You have to let me do my thing, though. You can stay there, but you have to let me do my thing. All right, forensic accountants. It's a huge job. They have properties all over the world. They have a bazillion LLCs as an Trump org as an umbrella over. Okay. All right, you're tired. You're tired. You can't stay there. You can't stay there, sweetheart. Here. Okay. Give it a try. Give it a try. Give it a try. Okay, sorry about this. Forensic accountants. It is historic. What they're doing is historic. And it's huge. It's a huge job because the financial stuff has been made Byzantine on purpose. 5 of Pentacles. They see a ton of debt. They don't see how these people can pay off all that debt. That's what it feels like. Okay. 6 of Wands, Hierophant, Star, Death card, 4 of Pentacles. It's like this is actually, it's silent as a tomb. This is actually a tomb. That's not a person. That's actually a statue. It's a statue of a person that's carved. So this is double death of the company. This is not literal. This is double death of the company. This is, we're so great, we're so great, we're so great. And if Trump had never run to be president or for higher office, maybe he would have gone his whole life and never been held accountable for anything. But institutions, the company, notice that she's got 2 vessels there she's pouring water out of, 2 sets of books. But we're the star. I'm the star. I can do whatever I want. Trump's name himself is on all kinds of stuff. Apparently he signed all the checks and whatnot. And I've got a double death here. That's not something I say often. They think it's sloppy. They think what was done to anyone who's walking into the middle of this, I'm reading on the front, what do the forensic accountants think of what they're finding in Trump's financial information? It's sloppy. You could be getting, apparently there are things in there you could, if you did in your freshman year in college for an accounting degree, you would fail. They're seeing corruption. Knight of Swords. And yeah, anybody else, they're like, I know people who've gone to prison for one tiny percentage of what I'm seeing here. Cece, I was curious if they're shocked at the level of criminality. It is brazen. It is brazen. But it's also just really badly done. It isn't even like smart grift. It isn't like, oh, nuance. Not according to these, not according to this energy in these cards. Party. The weed of crime bears bitter fruit. Crime does not pay. Shadow knows. The whole thing's going to come down. And they've got all the paperwork to prove it. All the secrets. All the secrets. It's right there in the paperwork. Law enforcement. And law enforcement about big money. This isn't some little bit here or there, big money. I do not think it was just Weisselberg. I think you will find there were others who, instead of getting more compensation as in salary, that they were getting stuff or things paid for so that the company didn't have to pay the payroll taxes. Big money. Okay. So that was at 7:30. So we are going on to, at 1:13. We are going, oh boy. All right, let's, okay. Let's read on human overpopulation. I've been in the evenings when I walk on the treadmill. I get a lot of my older sister's hand-me-down stuff. So I'm so blessed that I have a treadmill I can walk on. It's in the basement. And as I walk in the evening, I've been watching the Expanse, the TV show. Love that. Love it. I love sci-fi, especially good sci-fi like that. Anyway, I just started season 4. Anyway, so this whole thing about human overpopulation, well, being somebody who watches a lot of sci-fi, it comes up. Linda's saying human population is falling, not increasing. Depends on where you are in the world. Polly Wanda saying, is putting birth control in the water supply a reasonable solution? That's an ethical question. That's not about, this is tarot. This is more what's going to happen based on the collective energy and where it's going. There are some ethical things about what to do, what not. Chris is saying you watch Manifest. I loved it. Season 3 is out now. I've never heard of it. Sounds good. Look, it's a kid. Card for the reading. All right, what's going to happen with human overpopulation? Oh boy, I'm just going to put the cards out. We'll have a look. Strength. Oh boy. Okay. Kathy Anderson has liked season 5. Good. Bev is saying the virus is taking care of overpopulation. Famine. War, famine, fight for water, fights over water, fights for control. Nature is strong, and we're fighting not only the as in nature and trying to find enough resources, but also human nature. And this tug in the back of the brain that says, what do you mean you don't have kids? At some point, the brain's like, what do you mean we don't have kids? Then you end up with some real corruption. And I wish this was higher wisdom to fight the corruption, but these feel like all of a part. And since it's 3 major arcana in a row, this deep-seated urge to have children, so people do more in secret, or it doesn't lead nice places. Dear heart, you're grumpy when you're tired. I'm sorry about the butt. Okay, I love you. You know I love you, but you're grumpy when you're tired. Just lie down. I'm not seeing good options. No. Quit it. I'm just not. I'm not seeing good options. In the Hollywood, would you prefer a world with less humans? Me? That's above my pay grade. I think there's something to, like in The Expanse, people have colonized the moon, they've colonized Mars, they're out in the asteroid belt. I've had dreams about far future, being on a generational ship, being on another planet. I think that's what happens. Yeah, Paula, there's no humane way to address overpopulation. Maybe go elsewhere. Spread out. I mean, it won't happen for, I forget how many billions of years, but I mean, we're going to have to leave eventually, because good old yellow ball of fire in the sky is going to turn into a red giant. And where we are right now is going to be inside said red giant. We can't stay here forever. So, colonies, probably. Okay, space colonies. Space colonies. That's a happier thought. 120 space colonies. Let's look at that. Space colonies. Expanse is so good, I started reading the original books, which are different, slightly. In the book, it's a pork pie hat, not the fedora the guy wears. Anyway, small, doesn't matter. Space colonies. Real, actual space colonies. Page of Cups. Okay, children. Okay, Wheel of Fortune, Hierophant, Six of Cups, Queen of Wands, Four of Pentacles. It's hard. Space colonies, living in space colonies, going out into space and staying there is hard. There's it's brutal, but there are scrappy people who are like desperate or just gung-ho enough. But this feels like the earth turning and turning and turning. So in future, institutions coming together, generational shifts, or people wanting to have families, people having families out in space. It's going to happen. I've never seen humanity wiped out before we go into space, before we're living in space and colonizing other planets and all of that. I've never seen that. Not once. Oh, an asteroid wipes us out when nature starts again. I've never seen that. So I like that. Probably want to sing, I have no faith in space colonies in the same way that there are no underwater cities, not fit for human habitation, just like my own house. We will have underwater cities. That's just a matter of time. Yes, Linda, in The Expanse, people adapting to live in decreased gravity, that's going to happen. Yep. Okie dokie. What else have we got here? Did Trump fix anything? You know what? I think someone did point out that Trump he did make animal cruelty an actual felony or something instead of just a misdemeanor, something like that. Something like that. I'm just going to leave it there. I've got another question here that I don't, even if there's something that somebody managed to do during his watch, I don't want to give him any credit for anything. The man is a monster. And it's nothing against you, Polly Wanda, for asking at all. Thank you for your question. You've got great questions. I mean, we just went through one of them. But let's look at your other question. Will there be a new social technology that makes the internet obsolete? Okay, 124. New tech makes the internet obsolete. Polly Wanda has great questions. Kevin's talking about hog breeders. Dave's saying I dreamt that as well. We're in the same vibration range. At least it resonates. Yeah. Will there be some new technology that makes the internet obsolete? they're looking at it. They're studying technologies moving. There are so many budding scientific things going on. 5 of Cups, 2 of Swords, 6 of Pentacles, 6 of Swords, Devil. Guess what the first, whatever this new technology is, guess what the first thing it'll be used for? Take a wild guess. Whatever new technology can be used for that, decisions. This feels like getting out the different, the same way they lay cables in the ocean. They're disseminating the tech, and the rich will get it first. War robots, no. Mark of the Beast, no. Propaganda, no. War, no. No. This is not. You guys make fun of me because I draw clothes on my on people for these cards. What's the main, one of the main things that the internet is known for, used for? Thank you, Gary. Yes. There's so much technology coming. There's so much coming. It's going to be beyond. We can barely wrap our heads around it, and it's going to be glorious and terrible, and it's just a matter of how it's used. So there's a lot coming. Not surveillance, Torino. I'm sure there'll be some surveillance too, but that's not what I was talking about. Anyway, I'll leave it at that. Thank you so much for being here today. You guys have great questions and jokes and helping me get through all of this nastiness that we're dealing with. But thank you so much for everything. All right. I will be over at Book Art Media, the Book Art Media channel, at 4 o'clock Central Time in the U.S., Chicago time, to do, we do 4 creative time blocks, writing sprints. You can do painting, you can do any creative thing you want. And we just work on our own things for 4 25-minute blocks and try to encourage each other. That's it. That's the point. So I'll be over there at 4 o'clock. And other than that, I will be back here tomorrow because I am always here every single day of the year. And I'm really looking forward to being able to talk to you guys tomorrow. Thank you. All right. Have a great rest of your day and all the best.